Hello everyone, what's going on? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of the Watchalong, the rival guys watch, the rival watch between Liverpool and Monaco guys. And yeah, it's very interesting to watch these teams, to see where they are in pre-season, see what we're going to come up against next season, of course. Because of course, Man United did finish ahead of Liverpool last season. Let's not forget, and it's good to see where Liverpool are and what we can compare them to where Man United are at the moment, guys. Welcome aboard, guys. But before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, put your notifications on, all that jazz to be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today, guys. Big up, everyone. Big up the community. Don't forget to smash those likes. Teams have been announced, guys. Look, both teams are going to be going strong this time of year. I think when you're getting around 2-3 weeks before the start of the season, you're going to have to start playing your first team. Well, majority first team players. Now, the two lineups have been announced, guys. Let's just get into these two lineups, of course, guys. Let me just get my little bit of a graphic up real quickly. There we are. Lovely jubbly. So basically, the two lineups are as follows. We've got in the two lineups. Let me just get this up. So we've got Alisson in goal, Frimpong in Ndukwe, Van Dijk, Shimikas, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in midfield. Kumas, which is a young player, their right winger from Wales, left guys. And we got Florian Wirtz, Gakpo and Isaac. In regards to Monaco, interestingly, they've got Eric Dyer playing for them. Eric Dyer will be their captain. That's interesting, to be honest with you. Eric, that's what happened to Eric Dyer. There he is, guys. We got Van der Sar, of course. Van der Sar is a player that I'm a huge admirer of. I think he's a fantastic player. I think he would fit the right back position at Man United absolutely wonderfully. He's on the pitch at right back, so it'll be a good opportunity to see Van der Sar there. We got Sane, we got Nazinho, the new signing for Monaco. Flavio Nazinho, the left back. I mean, they found a left back. How comes we can't find a left back? 23-year-old there. They've got Cabral, of course, the 19-year-old, talented 19-year-old winger and midfielder. Kamara, Golovin, Dotabe, Albin, and Bayrith. They've sold Akliush this season. Obviously, Akliush was their main player. He's gone. He's been sold. In regards to Liverpool's bench, Mamadashvili, Davies, Ramsey, Kirkes, Elliott, McDonald, Chambers, Inyoni, Endo, Chiesa, Morrison, Ngumoa, and Munoz. So that's quite a strong bench for Liverpool. Liverpool with their new signing, Victor Munoz. There, of course, maybe you might see a bit of him today. Of course, might see a bit of Munoz today. In regards to the Monaco lineup, we got Cone, Leinard, Marisa, Ndombe, in Bombay, Keira, Seber, Esab, Torre, Teze, Koulibaly, Benzahara, Idombo, definitely not, Brunner, and there you go, guys. And there you go. So, yeah, so that is the two lineups. Of course, easy for you to say. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Monaco against Liverpool should be an interesting game, definitely. Let me just get through a couple of score lines here. Manchester City against Atletico Madrid ended 3-1 to Manchester City. Atletico Madrid actually took the lead in this game, but Manchester City ended up running that winners, courtesy of Mamouche and Ait Nouri, a brace for Mamouche. In regards to Arsenal are losing again in their friendly in this game, guys. They've lost the last game, of course. They're now losing 1-0 to Dortmund. Now, not looking good for Arsenal this preseason. It's starting to go a little bit pear-shaped. And Chelsea are embarrassing themselves against Johor Darul Tahassim. Guys, just to let you know, it is 1-1 between these two sides. Funny enough, there you go. Just to clarify that. It is 1-1. They were losing 1-0, by the way, so that is incredibly hilarious. But yeah, look, that is the results, the score lines as we are today, guys. Thank you so much. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's blessed, of course, in the community. Welcome. Good place to chat, good place to chill, good place to have a good football conversation. No matter what you want to talk about in regards to football, we can bring up anything else you want, as long as it's not too political. We can bring up anything else you want as well, guys, and have a good chat on here, guys. Absolutely, as we edge closer and closer to the league, as it is getting closer and closer, isn't it, guys? It really is. And we hope that it comes quickly. It comes slowly, should I say, because at the end of the day, we ain't got our transfer business done, have we? So the longer it takes, the better, of course. Let me just say hello to the community. I hope everyone's doing well. Say all bars one, big up yourself. Early comment. This should be entertaining. I hope so. All bars one. I hope it is entertaining. I hope it's a good one. Ephraim, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Big up Ephraim as well. Thank you, Niche, as well, for your like as well. Thank you. Big up yourself. We're in huge trouble. I'm hearing they still think Mount is viable in midfield. Mate, it's ridiculous. Big up Rob, the legend. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. At least 2 more signings expected. Expected it, yeah. 2 more would be the bare minimum. It ain't enough either. Big up Ephraim. Big up yourself. It will be a good game. I hope so. Of course. Morning, Sal. Morning, Marcus. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And big up the legend that is Marky Mark. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Sal in the community. How are you, my friend? I'm very well. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? I never wish any injury upon any player, but we don't sign a midfielder. We are going to be very weak. Big up, Sal. I agree, Marky Mark. You know, it's left us in a kind of position now, with Man United to be thinking like this, obviously, because we need another midfielder. Every single one of us know this. And for some reason, for the life of me, I don't know why, that Man United feel that we can go into next season with a Mason Mount who's missed 80% of games for Man United. I don't really get it. I don't really understand the logic of the thinking. I think it's absolutely bonkers. I think it's suicide. And I don't know why they're thinking like this. Well, I do, because they're penny pinchers, but, you know, they are absolutely disgraceful. Carrick said that he took Mount off because he was kicked. So Mount coming off every game, then mental. If he's kicked, he's going to get taken off after 20 minutes. It's crazy, isn't it? Marco, not even to mention the other positions we need to strengthen. I'm trying to not panic, but as soon as we either be priced out or no players available, not good enough from our supposed past best in class. Do you know what the problem is? And I've said it many, many times, Marky Mark, you know, no matter who you have in charge in regards to the recruitment, if they're only as good as the people who sign the checks. The ones who sign the checks are the ones who are going to be giving the all clear for the players that we recommend. And the players that we recommend are too expensive. We all know, everyone knows the players that we have been after, and these players have not been approved because they're too expensive. And I think this is not so much on Wilcox and on Vivell and on Barada. This is more on the board, on Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. And this is where we stand at the moment. Richard, if United get a midfielder, left back, and backup striker, we have a real chance in the league next season. I don't think that's enough, mate. I think we need a right back. I think we need a centre back as well. I think we need another midfielder, and a backup striker, probably a winger as well when you're thinking about it. Nowhere near enough. I don't think we'll stand a chance, no, because I don't think the squad is big enough, even with that. But our right back, I'm surprised people are completely neglecting the right back. You know, the fact that we've got Dalot as a right back just goes to show you that where we are, and we're relying on Dalot as a right back is crazy, you know what I mean? And you think about the backup striker, yes, we need not only a backup striker, we need someone who can compete with Sesko. You're looking at the wingers, yeah, that's great. We've got Bremo, we've got Ahmad on the right, that's good. But on the left-hand side, you're looking at it and thinking, well, we got Dorgu. Dorgu went down yesterday. And then I don't want to think that Dorgu's gone a little bit injury-prone, but he has been going down quite a lot over the last few games, of course. So we're going to have to look at that and analyze that critically, of course. Absolutely. Niche. If we don't sign someone tomorrow, it's over. Tillman's looked tidy, obviously, but he has zero mobility. Big up Ryan. You ain't finding me watching a Liverpool game. No chance. We are smashing these next season. We'll smash them next season, Ryan. But you know what they say about life in general? Let me give you a little bit of life advice, right? You know, you got to keep your keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and you got to keep an eye on what they're doing. So, do you know what I mean? And have a look. And look, you know what? You never know. Monaco might come here and beat them at Anfield, and it'll be hilarious. I think that's good. I love football. One thing about me, I love football. I love watching football. I love Man United, of course, but I watch football. And I think real football fans will watch this game and analyze this game. Lots of people will watch this game and lots of Man United fans will watch this game, and they'll watch it behind the scenes or whatever they do. I'm just broadcasting it to you guys, of course, as a game to watch, of course, guys. That's what we do. At the end of the day. This forced hatred, you know, you're never gonna catch me watching a Liverpool game. You know, nah, that's forced. That's forced, mate. At the end of the day, my brother's a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fans, I don't like Liverpool. Absolutely not. Despise them. But this is a football match that is on right now. It's the pick of the bunch of the football match that I could have been watching. I could be watching Zwolle against Ajax. I'm pretty certain that nobody would want to join me for that one. Of course, big up Richard. I would rather play Maz at right back instead of Dalot. So I would do as well. But you know as well as I do that it will be probably Dalot, wouldn't it? You know, they love him too much. Absolutely. Respect to you're welcome, mate. I don't like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm here to watch football. I'm here to do a football watch along. It is a rival watch along, and I want to get myself ready as well. People don't understand. I have to get myself ready for the season as well. I have to get to know how other teams are getting on as well. I will be doing other watch alongs all week with other teams as well, of course, guys. Realistically, we need about 5 players in 2 weeks. Realistically, if we really want to challenge for the league, exactly niche, we need about 5 players in there if we really are serious about challenging for the league. I don't think Man United are in that serious position to be challenging for the league, in my opinion. Excuse me. I don't think we're in that position, guys. Anyway, the good thing about these streams, this is what we're here for, a good chat about football. Have a look, have a laugh, and that's how we should be, guys. Life's too short to be living in a bitter little world. We're here to have a laugh. We all know we're all Man United fans. Of course we are. Of course, guys. But you're trying to tell me if Liverpool were playing on the opening game of the season against Arsenal, you wouldn't watch the game? You know, there you go. So look, guys, let's see. Anyway, the teams are coming out here at Anfield, by the way. Monaco are wearing all green today in their new thing. I reckon Areola wants him gone. Isaac looks awful. I reckon Areola wants him gone. I'm shocked by Isaac. You know, when they signed Isaac, I was like, oh my goodness me, they've got such a good striker there. He's going to be banging in the goals. Of course, he got that injury as well. Do you know what I mean? Which obviously put pay to his season, to be honest with you. And obviously it has been up and down. It hasn't really been good. I think there is an element of arrogance with the player, in my opinion. I like the player if he's a good player. I think there is an element of arrogance with him. You need that kind of arrogance. You need that kind of swagger, of course. But I just feel like he's got a little bit too much of it. Do you know what I mean? I think he got a little bit too much at Newcastle. So this is why the difference between Newcastle and Liverpool and teams like Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, it's a completely different environment. It's a completely different pressure, isn't it? At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Guys, big up Bobby, the legend. What's going on? I hope Liverpool play terribly and they have a very poor season. Me too, mate. That's what I'm looking for. Guys, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to play terribly, just to keep you informed, guys. I just want to keep you informed real quickly. It is Johar Darul Tazim 2, Chelsea 2. Just to let you know, a very difficult game for Chelsea. 2 evenly matched sides there, of course. And it is also still 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund against Arsenal. That's the score there, guys. Absolutely. Good stuff. Of course, Udinese won half a game 1-0 against Barcelona as right. Guys, Anish, you're right, but no, but his body can't catch the checks with his ego rights anymore. No, I think he's lost something. I don't know what he's lost something in regards to his game. It's a little bit of I don't know, that final third, that little bit of he's lost something. He's lost an inch. I don't know what it is, but definitely not the player that he was at Newcastle United, in my opinion. Definitely not. And I don't know what's happened to him, to be honest with you. But long may it continue, in our point of view. Long may it continue. That's how we should be, guys. Absolutely. But big up everyone in the stream. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. If you guys can do that, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who continues to support the channel. And thank you, everyone who's contributed to us reaching 15,000 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Destination 20,000. 20,000 we need to get this season. 20,000 subscribers. Let's get those subscribers up. Let's get them up. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers this season. Let's hope we could do it in the next few months. Just get those likes up and those subscribers up. Absolutely. Be absolutely fantastic. Ultimately, it is all about 100,000 subscribers. We want that plaque behind us. We need to get that plaque behind us, of course, guys. Absolutely. Marky Mark, why didn't our owners look into loan to buy a centre back? Even if they don't work out, we send them back. I just this ball do the right thing and leave this club. Congratulations, yourself. Thank you so much, Marky Mark. I don't know. The fact that Liverpool, of course, have signed Araujo, a very good defender, and versatile as well. It just goes to show you where we are, and as a football team. We're not serious. That wouldn't have cost us anything. Well, it would have cost us very little money, of course. It would have done, and it would have been all right to bring him in, because obviously you're in a no-lose situation if you bring in a player like that, especially a player of that quality. I'm surprised Man United didn't bring him in. And people say, well, he's got injury problems and things like that. I mean, I'm not too bothered about that, because it will be a loan, wouldn't it? It'd be a loan with an obligation to buy, wouldn't it? So I won't be too bothered about that, of course. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. But it is what it is. Man United don't want anyone, obviously, by the looks of things, even if it is on loan. What do you think Sesko's release clause is? Probably a lot, I would have thought. But I'm very concerned about Sesko at the moment. We can't lose Sesko under any circumstances. We can't. No. I hope we have a good season. The Sesko, look, I would like to think that Sesko's going nowhere. Obviously, the links to Barcelona and the links to Bayern Munich, even Spurs have been lurking around Benjamin Sesko, of course. You have to be a little bit concerned. Of course, you have to be a little bit concerned about it. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Arsenal are now losing by 2-0 to Dortmund. Arsenal are getting smashed here. They're losing 2 games in a row. Guys, in that friendly there, they're losing 2 games in a row. Of course, they've got Bruno Guimaraes to come in. Funny that is, isn't it? Chelsea are still joined 2-2 with a part-time team, I think. Johar Darul Zatazim. They're in Malaysia at the moment, joined 2-2 there. Man City comfortably defeated Atletico Madrid by 3-1 today as well. So, City are looking decent. Arsenal are not. Arsenal have already lost the first game of the season, of course, the first friendly at the Emirates as well, didn't they? So, yeah, great. Long may it continue, as I say. Long may it continue. And hopefully, they lose some more games definitely before and damage their confidence a little bit, of course, guys. Absolutely. We're underway, guys. The match is underway. Monaco against Liverpool, guys. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well, guys. Here come Liverpool straight away. Cross comes in and it's offside. It's offside there. Of course, Monaco. Monaco are one of the teams that, they produce great players. They always have produced such good players. Monaco. They have always, I don't know how they do it. It's whether they're scouting as well. Their scouting department is excellent. And then you look at the young players that they bring through as well. Now they've just sold Akliouche, of course, to PSG. Another great player that they've had over the past. Pogba, of course, I still think he's contracted to, I'm not sure, but I think he's contracted to Monaco still, if I'm not wrong. Is he still contracted to Monaco? I don't know. But here come Monaco in attack. Chance for Monaco. Chance. Oh, it's a corner. It's a good save by Alisson and Mika with the chance there, guys. And it is just why it was a good save. Is Kamara playing for Monaco, Sal? I believe he is. I believe Kamara is playing today for Monaco, mate. The one that we need. Lamine Kamara, of course, is a player that we've been earmarked, as I said earlier, of signing and stuff like that, of course. So he's the number 15 today, the 22-year-old, talented 22-year-old. He's playing in midfield. Another player that Man United should be looking at, should be analysing. We should be scouting this game. Absolutely. Here come Liverpool. Not quite there with Frimpong. One back here. Frantic start in this game. Liverpool win the ball back. A slip there in the midfield by Monaco. Here come Liverpool, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Arsenal coming back down to earth with a bang. Bobby, it's going to be, they think it, you know what? I said it at the end of the season. I said at the end of the season that Arsenal were getting a little bit carried away. They say they're going to win the league. They're going to do back-to-back. And I like to remind them that Arsene Wenger didn't do back-to-back. So what makes them think they're going to do back-to-back? I don't really think they are. I don't. I think the circumstances supplied them with the opportunity to do well last season and win the league. And fair play to them. They won the league. They took that opportunity just about. I would say that Man City threw it away. But, yeah, look, this is why I'm saying. This is exactly why I'm saying why Man United need to sign players, because I don't think this league is that difficult. I don't think it's the best league it's been for many, many years, I don't. I think it's an opportunity, guys, really do. We should be all over Kamara. Lamine Kamara, Danny B, my friend. You know, we know, about Lamine Kamara, and I have no idea why we're not over that. If we're not going to get Manu Kone, we're not going to get Tuamini, we're not going to get Alex Scott, we're not going to get Angelo Stiller, we're not going to get anybody, all these players that we've been mentioning. If we're not going to get these players, we already missed out on Tonali and Mateus Fernandes and Anderson. Then there are other players out there. We need to go for that other tier of players that are out there that we've been talking about for a long time, isn't it? And it baffles me why Man United are not after these players and not going in for these players like Lamine Kamara, of course. Ephraim, they scored an absolute banger. There is no set piece as Arsenal today. I'm going to watch that. I haven't seen the goal, I'll be honest. I haven't seen the goal. I'm going to watch the highlights a bit later on, definitely. But it is hilarious. That is hilarious that they are losing that game. But absolutely. Big up, Danny B. A big opportunity sale to win the league is wide open this season. It is, but we're in regards to the board and who we're owned by, we're not capitalizing on that. We're not going for that, isn't it? You know, stay humble. Yeah, absolutely, Kenny. We're not capitalizing on it. We're not proving that we want to win the league, isn't it? We're like sleeping, and it's like we don't want to win it. It's almost like that. Oh, if we win it, we're gonna have to spend more money to maintain it, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised, the way these people are. Danny B, Sangari going to Brentford was a real kick in the teeth for me, Sal. For that price as well, Irish Danny B. For that price as well, let's not forget how much he went for as well. It was a disgrace, mate. We know how good Mamadou Sangare is. We know how good he has been at Lens. Lens, of course, won the Coupe de France last season, beating Nice, of course, Jim Ratcliffe's team. We know how good he is. And for us just to willingly, openly let him leave and go to Brentford, it is a disgrace, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. It is a disgrace. And it just shows you our ambition is in the mud, mate, in the mud. And now we're talking about, obviously, Lamine Kamara. I would even bring in Kaleb Yarenki, who's gone to Coventry City, for 23 million. He's another very talented player, and we're just openly missing out on him without a care, so laid back, Big up everyone. I'm 100% sure we're going to for Baleba. He's injured, Baleba's Jam. Big up yourself, though. He's injured, mate. He won't be playing for a while, so he will fail a medical, Baleba's Gem. He will fail a medical if he tries to sign for Man United, so it doesn't look likely he's going to come to Man United. He's got an injury. He's injured, yes, Kenny. He's injured. So he won't be coming to Man United. His dream and our dream, whoever's dream it is, I know there's a lot of Balebas out there, is over. Sorry for now. It's just over, guys. Look, I wish the lad the best of luck. I have no hard feelings about the lad. Maybe he'll come back even stronger. 4 months out is no way Niche is going to be playing for Man United next season. Absolutely not. The medical will say no. Computer says no. Computer says, here come Liverpool. Chance for Liverpool. Good chance. Oh, it's missed both of them there. It missed Isaac as well. They almost run perfectly for Liverpool, but not quite. Here come Florian Wirtz. Cross comes in. Straight at the goalkeeper there. Straight at the goalkeeper. Still 0-0 between Monaco and Liverpool here. Guys, welcome aboard. Welcome to everyone the loyalists, guys. I love you guys. You're the loyalist. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. Absolute great people joining me today, guys. So hopefully we have an amazing season this season, of course. Let's hope we have a great season, guys. I really do hope so. It's going to be emotional, that's for certain. Isaac, here's a chance at Liverpool. Great save from the goalkeeper there. Another strike and straight at the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's been busy already for Monaco. Good couple of double saves there. Couple of good saves. Well played to the goalkeeper. I was looking at the goalkeeper initially. I was thinking that goalkeeper looks a little bit lightweight, but he looks all right. He's made a couple of good saves. Absolutely. Bobby, I hope we make more signings. I'm getting so sick of Glinios. I'm sick of the bootlickers as well, Bobby. I'll be real with you, mate. I mean, I'm sick of the bootlickers. I'm sick of people living up their backside. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of people coming on this channel trying to say nasty things because they're so stuck up in your backside and they can't set the reality that they're crap. And we're going to be on the right side of history. Many of us are going to be on the right side of history, just like we've always been on this channel. Of course, we've always been on the right side of history, and we will be on the right side of history in regards to Ineos and the Glazers as well, of course. Efren, spot on sale. There's an opportunity to kick off the owners if we do their business. Exactly. Kamara balling, dropping in between centre backs with ease already. He's the player we need. Very similar to Santos. Very similar to Santos. I would love Kamara at Man United. I'm a big fan of. I've only had a few players that I've looked at in midfield that I felt like could play for Man United. Here's a Liverpool chance, and it's well tackled there. Great tackle, guys. Absolutely fantastic tackle there. Was that Lamine Kamara? I'm pretty certain it was, but that was an absolutely fantastic tackle there. Let me have a look. No, I don't think it was Lamine Kamara. It might have been. Yeah, I think it might have been. Let me have a look. It was a great tackle. It was a great saving tackle there. Fabulous tackle. Well, he didn't touch the ball, to be fair, but yeah, he did put him off, didn't he? He did put him off, and it is a goal kick to Monaco. Absolutely. Bobby, bigger Ephraim. Yep. Ineos Defence League have nothing left, Sal. Yeah, the IDF have nothing else, which is the Ineos Defence League. Yeah, and they don't have anything left. The IDF are the worst thing to happen to this football club, obviously, along with the Glazers, because they're like little minions of the Glazers, aren't they? The little minions of the Glazers. I just find it amazing that a year ago, that we were protesting against the Glazers and Ineos. We were protesting, and all of a sudden, less than a year later, to be fair, everything's all gravy, everything's all rosy in the garden. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Danny B, I think Said probably created that. Yeah. D-Hex, we were most likely sign Kone, but I think Chama would be a gem. Chama would be an absolute gem, DX. I spoke about him this morning. Obviously, Andres Chama, of course. Very good player. And the thing about Chama is that he is a traditional number 6. He can play as a number 6. He's 6'4", by the way, 21 years old. And you're thinking about him, he wouldn't cost too much. Why United sleeping? I don't know why United is sleeping. I don't know what we're doing, but we do love a good snooze, don't we? Especially in the transfer market. Yeah, Chama's a great player. Yeah, he brings height. He's got 6'4". He's an absolute animal at 21. Here come Liverpool. Isaac didn't even read that, guys. It's unbelievable, guys, that we're the way we're sleeping in this window, especially. We said before the World Cup that Manchester United need a generational window, and we expect them to have a generational window. Obviously, Ornstein came out and said that Man United are going to be very busy this summer. Busy being not busy. Is there such a thing? They're busy being not busy. That's Man United, guys. A nice little piece of skill there, but guys, by Liverpool, it is still 0-0. Danny B, he will cost twice as much next season. Excellent prospect. So, yeah, he will. Mention him a few times on the channel. He will cost twice as much next season, but it's Man United. We wait for these things to happen. I honestly believe that we wait for these things to happen so that their price rises, and we say, "Oh, it's too expensive." You know what I mean? Like just to use it as an excuse. I feel like that. I honestly feel like that we're doing this by purpose. You get all these sinister thoughts in your head, don't you? You get all these sinister thoughts in your head about when we don't go for these type of players, because it's so obvious. Lamine Kamara, Lucien Agume, let's not forget about him as well. Angelo Stiller, Chama Andres, all these players that we've earmarked, who could represent cheaper. Keith Schmidt, let's not forget about him as well. Yavi Guerra, there's that one who plays for Atletico Madrid as well. There's one that plays for Atletico Madrid as well. There's a few of them that Man United can get that will be a lot cheaper. Big up, Thomas. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Big up yourself. I see you're back at it. I'm back at it again, mate. I don't stop. No rest for the wicked, mate. Getting prepared. Here comes Isaac. Great save for the keeper. That was offside, surely. I think that was offside, definitely. No, it was Gakpo with the opportunity. It looked offside. It was offside, yes. Danny B, I don't think they listen to Vivell, and when they do, it works out, i.e. Sesko Santos. I just think there's too many chefs in the kitchen. I said it yesterday. I think there's too many chefs in the kitchen. I think each one of them has this ego and an opinion. and they're arguing with second guessing with each other. For them to say that we don't need Manu Kone is incompetence of the highest order. Everyone knows how good Manu Kone is. Playing for France in the midfield. He's 25. He's at a very good age. He's got the physicality. He's got everything that we need. And apparently, there's arguments. I mean, Vivell doesn't want him. Vivell doesn't want him. Apparently, there's an argument there. There's a dispute going on there. Crazy, isn't it? Danny B, it's time to sack Hargreaves and Wilcox. Vivell, Barada, Hargreaves. One thing I would say, I'll be honest, Danny B. I'll be honest. I don't think it's necessarily them. I'll be honest. I'm going to say this like this. I might sound a bit controversial, but I think it's the one signing the checks, mate. I think it's the one signing the checks. I know that Wilcox is a prat, but I think you're only as good as the tools that you've been given, because I know that if these people were at Man City, no one would be even thinking twice about their ability, because the club would just bring out the money, wouldn't they? They'll just pay the money for the player. I know that, if it's true that Delap is on Wilcox's radar, then that isn't a good look, because apparently Liam Delap is that's Jason Wilcox's guy, basically. And obviously that's not a good look, at the end of the day. If Jason Wilcox, if Wilcox wanted Delap and he still wants Delap, apparently he still wants Delap. There's a rumor going on that he still wants Delap. There you go. Danny B, you're on the ball, brother. You know what? We got a great community here, Danny B. I full of ball knowledge. I learn something new every day with you guys. And one thing we need each other next season. I guarantee you guys, we need each other next season, because you know what? It's going to get emotional. We're going to get pissed off. We're going to have debates. We're going to get angry. We're going to have disagreements. It's going to be the whole shebang, isn't it, guys? And we got to stay in it. And definitely, guys, and just spread the right message and spread the truth. 2016, like I said yesterday, guys, in August 2016, the 27th of August 2016, Manchester United defeated Hull City by 1-0, courtesy of a Marcus Rashford goal in the last minute. 2026, we're playing Hull City, and Marcus Rashford is still at Manchester United, and Luke Shaw is still at Manchester United. Can you make this stuff up? I don't think you can. At the end of the day, it is crazy when you're thinking about it, isn't it? Guys, history could well and truly repeat itself. Imagine that. Imagine Marcus Rashford comes off the bench and gets a tap in against Hull City like he did in 2016, 10 years ago, for goodness sake. Can you believe it? Chance on Liverpool, great chance. 1-0 Liverpool. It's a great finish. I thought it looked a bit offside, but it's Isaac with the placed finish. Very good finish from Isaac, guys. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool. Well deserved, actually. Liverpool have been on top, to be honest with you. It is 1-0 to Liverpool. Isaac with the goal, guys. And wide open there. Wide open. Terrible defending. Buried it perfectly into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool here. Well deserved. Liverpool been the only one who have been trying to score. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sniper man. I don't think Maguire was there at that time. I don't think Maguire was there in 2016. No, it wasn't there. I think Maguire arrived about 2019, if I'm right. Kenny, heard Mount is not injured and I'm just tripping, but warning signs are there. So this is the thing, Kenny, right? If Mount is not injured, why did we have to take him off early in the game? It didn't look good, did it? Why did we have to? I mean, they're obviously worried about something, right? They're obviously a little bit concerned about something, isn't it? And there's obviously something there, isn't there? There's obviously something there. I don't know. Retirement Home FC says Thomas, absolutely. Big up Sean. What's going on here? Let me just watch this attack from Monaco. Good cross. No one there to meet it. It's out here on the left-hand side. Chance for Monaco here. Good chance. They've got it outside the box. Can Monaco equalize straight away? Good little bit of play. No. Too scrappy there. Too scrappy. They weren't decisive enough. Sean, United squad is too light to handle 60-plus games, especially the games we're playing, Sean, as well, by the way. We're in pot 2 in the Champions League. I don't think our board understand who we could be playing next season. We are playing 2 of PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, right, and Barcelona. 2 of those teams will be playing next season in the Champions League, by the way. So I don't understand it. Here come Monaco. Chance. Big chance. Go on. And it's saved by Alisson. It just looped over the bar, and it was end up saved by Alisson just about. But it's a good opportunity there for Monaco. Really good opportunity. Not ruthlessness enough, I would say, about that. And carrying on with Sean, it will be a miracle if we get a trophy and the top four, never mind the challenge. Last season, there was so much context that surrounded the league, that surrounded everything. Liverpool didn't perform. Chelsea did not perform. Tottenham, who got in the Champions League, did not perform. So we were quite fortunate. Newcastle didn't perform, of course, who were in the Champions League. We were quite fortunate that they didn't. And, and next season, Liverpool will be back. I'm guaranteed Chelsea will be back as well. Man City will be playing better. A lot of teams will be playing better. Speaking of Man City, let me just see the scores. 1 second. Just going to try and get the scores up here. It's 3-3 between Jonah, Doro, Tarzim and Chelsea. Joke team, of course. Arsenal 0, Dortmund 2 still. Absolutely. Arsenal heading for their second defeat in a row. DX, I hope we don't get Berg or Adams. It is 5 years of our lives we never get back. Berger Adams represent mediocrity. I don't know why we don't go after Lamine Kamara. I don't know why we don't go after Lucien Agume. I don't know why we don't have to go after Yavi Guerra. I don't know why we don't go after these Xavi Andres Chemi, sorry. I don't know why we don't go after these type of players instead, rather than looking at a 29-year-old average player. It's like what I said yesterday, guys. Back in the day, back in the 90s, right? There were many players, good pros, players that played in midfield. You're looking at David Batty, you're looking at Gary McAllister, you're looking at Gary Speed, Robert Lee, Steve Stone. You look at all these players, right, who used to play in midfield, and you look at them and you think, you know what, Barry Venison, another one, Vinnie Jones, all these players there. But they were never good enough for Man United, were they? They were good pros, they were good players, but they weren't good enough for Man United. That is what Berg is. That is what Tyler Adams is. He's that of this. They are that of this generation. That's what they are of this generation. That's what they are. Why are they all of a sudden good enough for Manchester United? And this is the thing, isn't it? Now, where the levels here we have just declined so significantly. It's unbelievable, that we're just accepting of mediocrity. It's ridiculous. Thomas, I just want the season to start. This window is a torture. Part of me wants the season to start. Part of me wants it to go as slow as possible so we can get some players in there, of course. And here come Liverpool. Chance of Liverpool. Big chance. Oh, he caught under his feet with Isaac there. It was under his feet there. Can Monaco counter? Lamine Kamara with the ball here. A nice little ball there. It's just a little bit too long. Good positioning from Alisson. Just a little bit too long there, guys. Owen, pick up Oliver Golovin. That's a name you don't hear very often. Pick up my friend Owen. Hope you're doing well. Torture, absolutely. This window has been absolute torture. Here come Liverpool again. Liverpool breaking through the lines easily. And it's well defended there in the end by Monaco. Monaco have had a couple of good defensive moments. Here they have defended. Well, here's Cabral. Cabral passes it forward, but it's going to nowhere, guys. It's still 1-0 to Liverpool, guys, with 21 minutes on the clock here, guys. Welcome, everyone, to Stretford Post. Hope you're doing well. Again, thank you, everyone who helped us get to 15,000 subscribers yesterday. Great. Thank you so much. Let's move it on to 20,000 now. That's where we're going now, guys, of course. Absolutely. We're looking for that 20,000 mark, of course, guys. That's where the levels that we want to get to. And then obviously we want to move on from there. I believe that we are the most realist, honest, knowledgeable content creation page there is. I think so. I think we are. And I'll beg everyone to come on in and tell me otherwise. Like yesterday, I was the only one, Thomas knows, I was the only one talking about when Man United played IFK Gothenburg in that stadium yesterday, back in 1994. And I don't think anyone was mentioning that yesterday. That just goes to show you levels of knowledge, doesn't it? My head ain't going to explode. If the club really wanted to go, Thomas, if the club really wanted to get the players in, they would have. Absolutely. The simple answer, they don't want to spend anything, even though we can spend 300 million with a lot more than that, brother. Summer, they say we're broke. We're not broke at all. There is a tweet that is going around about the minimum amount. There's a chance of Liverpool over the bar. Poor finish by was that Shimmick, the youngster there. Of course, it was Shimmick. Was it Kumas guys? Yeah. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, they got a lot more money than they say. They don't want to spend any money. You're absolutely right. There's a difference between not having the money and not wanting to spend the money. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I remember it. We actually lost in that stadium by 3-1 back in 1994 when the Champions League was difficult because you had a foreign quota, didn't you? Mark Hughes scored the goal, which helped us go 1-0. We ended up losing the game by 3-1. We did beat IFK Gothenburg 4-2 at home, but we lost to them 3-1 away, wide for Liverpool again. And we actually had a bad couple of weeks. We lost 4-0 to Barcelona, if I'm not wrong. That was an awful game. I remember Gary Walsh in goal. I remember that, and it was an awful game. I mean, that is when we were just learning in the Champions League. We're just getting, we're just getting into the groove because, Paul Scholes and players like that played in that Barcelona game. Now, I would actually thank that season. I'm actually fond of that season. I'll tell you why in regards to the Champions League, because a lot of those young players, we beat Galatasaray by 4-0. Beckham scored. And it was that at that moment, I felt like, a lot of those young players understood what it was like to be a proper player. Because in that game at the Nou Camp, when we lost 4-0, they played against the likes of Stoichkov, Ronald Koeman, Romario. You remember that? They played with Luis Enrique, Pep Guardiola. They played with those players, and I think that helped the class of 92 at that time incredibly, yeah, it's good to have a proper Man United conversation, Hughes classed as a foreigner City days. Yeah, we had to leave players on the like Ryan Giggs, or we had to choose between Roy Keane or Mark Hughes, or Ryan Giggs and stuff like that. But like I said, like, or Andre Konchelskis, Eric Cantona as well. We had to leave players out. Like I said, but at the end of the day, what it did do, it contributed towards those young players for Man United at the time, learning about real football, and they really got to learn in a harsh way. I remember when we got destroyed against Barcelona. Then I'll never forget. Do you know what I mean? And funny enough, I went to the Nou Camp for Man United against Barcelona in 98-99 when we drew 3-3, and it was a completely different. We played Barcelona off the park, and we're just bad defense. We were sloppy in defense, but we're unbelievable play, unbelievable team. But yeah, I am fond of the 94 season because of it's where we were doing our homework. Basically, we were learning, and we were learning the hard way, and even Barcelona to an extent. They didn't win the Champions League that year, of course. So they weren't even the creme de la creme of European football. Even though they had such a good team, Monaco, come on, Monaco, man. We need Monaco to get back into this. Come on, Monaco. Let's get this in. Guys. Hopefully Monaco can do something in this game. Of course, guys. Absolutely. We hope so. We hope we get an equalizer. Dex, are we trying? I don't think Ineos are trying, that's for sure. I just think they're trying to run down the window. That's what I think. And when the window is closed, they're going to be like, oh, darn it, the window's closed. We tried, guys. You can't knock us for not trying, for trying. That's basically what they're doing at the moment, in my opinion. I just think that they're absolutely trying to waste the window away, and the window ends up into the abyss. And, we're going to do business in January. Don't worry, in January. Is the news that we are trying to sign Lewis Page and Leicester true? Man United have been trying to sign about 3 or 4 players from Leicester City. Again, we don't need these type of players. I'm being honest. I have no criticism in regards to these players, Dex, right? But we don't need we got these young players. We got players like that in the youth team. Do you know what I mean? We got these players. Why do we need so many players that are not going to play for Man United this season? We need players who's going to be walking into this team right now. We got Jim Thwaites there. We got JJ Gabriel. We got Defaney. We got these players. We got players. Why do we need to buy more? We need to look at the first team, right now. Here come Liverpool, chance. Well blocked again by Monaco. Good defending from Monaco again. Yeah, I mean, I would look at Monaco's defenders. Some of them are looking pretty decent, right? Putting their body on the line here. A good chance to impress for them, of course. Yeah, look, I'm really really fed up with us signing. We signed that player, of course, from Tottenham Hotspur, the left winger. He can't play now. You know what I mean? He's not going to play now. I want Man United to buy players that are going to help us this season. Life's too short to be worrying about what's going to happen in 5 years. Do you know what I mean? I want us to start, getting players for now. Absolutely. Chance cross comes in. Chance of Liverpool headed down. It's going to be a goal, is it? Yes, it is. Scrambled in by Liverpool. Terrible defending. Having complemented Monaco's defense this last minute. Again, now it has been scrambled in. I think it was either Florian Wirtz or Isaac who managed to scramble the ball in. It's 2-0 to Liverpool. And this game is on cruise mission for Liverpool at the moment. It is 2-0. And poor defending that. It was all over the place. The cross came in there from Kumas. And well played. It was. I think it was Florian Wirtz who ended up tapping it in. Isaac was on the floor. Isaac was trying to nab it in. Well, it could be. Look, they're both claiming it. They're both claiming Florian Wirtz and Isaac are claiming it. Don't think it really matters. Preseason friendly, but it is 2-0 to Liverpool here. Liverpool 2, Monaco 0 here. Liverpool 2, Monaco 0, unfortunately. Thomas, when United met IFK in 1994, it was a golden generation. Basically, half the starting 11 national team was from IFK. Yeah, including the goalkeeper. I remember it. That goalkeeper made me laugh. He had this blonde hair. I remember him. Great semi-finalists of 1994 World Cup, third in the world, of course. Very, very good team. Yeah, we know about Anderson and all that. Great team. And I remember it. Thomas Brolin, Darlene. Yeah, great team. I remember England played them around 1995, and I think England drew 3-3 at Ellen Road with that team against that team. It's such a good team at that time. Heinrich Larsson, what a strike! I mean, Heinrich Larsson is one of those players I wish played for Man United earlier. Shot by Kumas. It didn't get in. United definitely need class midfielder and fullbacks. Agreed, Stephen. Absolutely agreed, Steve. I agree with that. United 100% need fullbacks. That's one thing's for certain. We definitely need fullbacks. I'm telling you right now. I mean, the left back, the right back. I think people are neglecting the right back situation. Do you know what I mean? People are neglecting the right back situation. Here come Monaco. Monaco are not doing themselves much justice here. Monaco need to do something in this game to change it up a little bit. They need to do something. On this, guys, Rival Watch. Guys, it's a new show. Obviously, we'll be doing Rival Watches all season, next season, with teams that are going to be directly challenging us, of course, guys, for our crown, which it will be the league. I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean, I'm delusional, isn't it? Here come Liverpool. Liverpool with Florian Wirtz. Cross comes in. Here's Isaac. Isaac tries to... It was Gatpo, actually. Tried to stretch it to Isaac. He didn't quite get there. Bit of space now for Monaco on the left-hand side. A bit of space here. Monaco grabbing the ball here in the middle of the park. A little bit of space. They need to be a little bit more quicker, more efficient, Monaco. They're too slow. Go on. You're too slow, mate. What is that player doing? I don't even know what that player's doing. What does he want to score? What's going on there? Does he want to score? What the hell is going on? That player there. My goodness me. Come on, man. A little bit quicker, lads. He's moving in slow motion. My goodness me. Shot. Oh, just over the bar. That's a bit more like it, but it was a good shot in the end there. A very good shot. But over the bar, of course, guys. But it was at least they got a shot away. Thomas, you're welcome, Thomas. Anytime, mate. I only speak the experience. I only speak with experience, mate. I only speak with fondness and, of course, and respect. Because everything we achieved, Thomas, throughout those 90s and those years, I thank every single moment. I thank every single time, when it was, it was difficult in the Champions League, which ultimately ended up us winning the treble, isn't it? I wouldn't change anything for the world. I remember it because I got bantered at school, Thomas. I remember I remember when we lost 3-1 and we lost 4-0 against Barcelona and IFK Gothenburg. And it was embarrassing. I got banned to that score. I remember it because Man United didn't really lose much then. You know, it weren't. It was a little bit embarrassing. You know, and I'll never forget those moments. But obviously, it led up to us winning the treble in the end, and I wouldn't change it for the world because I think every single moment, even the adversities, contributed to us, winning the treble ultimately. You know, absolutely. As you said, Jesper Blomqvist, what a player. Glad he played for Man United. Unsung hero, and a player that, you know, when he came in, didn't let us down and was so important for cover for gigs at times, you know, and such a good time. Yeah, it's such a good time to be alive. And I hope that some of the new fans can witness at least a little bit of what we witnessed. Do you know what I mean? Goal kick, throw it. It's a goal. It's straight to the goal, should I say? There, even just a little bit of what we witnessed back then. Do you know what I mean? I hope the fan base do get to see that one day. I really do. You know, because it was such a good time, a really good time, guys. Absolutely. We got everyone in the house, guys. Thank you for joining me for this watch along. Of course, unexpected watch along. Of course, guys. You know, watching IFK Gothenburg, but we're watching Monaco against Liverpool, of course, and it is 2-0 to Liverpool. Fairly comfortable from Liverpool here. A decent performance of Liverpool. I just want to go through some of the other friendly scores as we go along, of course, guys. Let me just say it is PAC Zwolle nil, Ajax nil. Zwolle, I don't know how that's you pronounce, but they down to 10 men and they're drawing 0-0 with Ajax. 72 minutes gone there. That's a big result for Zwolle, by the way, PEC. The scores in the friendlies is finished. Johar Darul Tazim 3, Chelsea 3, Banter. It's still Arsenal nil, Borussia Dortmund 2, and that will be Arsenal's second defeat of this preseason in a row. By the way, in a row. Absolutely. Thomas, well, you played half a Swedish national team, so there's nothing to be embarrassed about. FK was really good. We gave it to Barcelona. Also, you did give it to Barcelona. You didn't get slapped up like we did. The thing is, you had majority Swedish players, and obviously you had the majority of the Swedish team there. Man United couldn't play the best team. We couldn't play Cantona, Kanchelskis, Hughes, Giggs, Dennis Irwin. We couldn't play them all together, which was so disappointing because I believe that team would have won the Champions League, definitely. Chance, shot, blocked by Liverpool. I believe that we would have won the Champions League that season. I think there's such a travesty that team didn't win the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? I really do think so. That Man United team didn't win the Champions League. It's sad in a way. You know what I mean? Definitely. Because that stupid rule that they had over then. You know, people don't understand that rule. We would have won the Champions League at least once with that team, definitely. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Definitely not. I would not change it for the world. Big up everyone's joining me today, guys. Don't forget to smash the like. Big up Mandem. What's going on, my friend? Arsenal are getting smoked while Liverpool are winning. You watch Hussam glaze them today. Let Hussam glaze them. It's right. Full sense of security, of course. Hussam doesn't want my smoke this season. Trust me, Mandem. He knows that Man United are about. He knows where we're about. Don't worry about that, bruv. We're going to be about next season, and we're going to be kicking it to Liverpool next season. Don't worry about that. We will be slapping up Liverpool next season. Don't worry about that. Big up, Mandem. We had the last laugh last season, didn't we, in the Liverpool United debate? So I think we're going to carry on laughing. That's what I would say about that. Absolutely. They can sign their Arayos all they want. Guys, I'm not bothered. You got to support the team with chest, man. You got to support the team with chest. I'm not scared of Liverpool. People think that some guy used to act in Spider-Man, the manager of Liverpool, think he's gonna actually scare me. Absolutely. I'm sorry, Octopus Man doesn't scare me. We got our Octopus, which is Jim Ratcliffe, who is Go Gadget Glazer Arms, because he is a Go Gadget Glazer. Basically, it's an extension of the Glazers. Yeah, like an octopussy. By the way, which games are you looking forward to? For me, it's Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. First of all, Mandem, I'm looking forward to the first game against Hull City. I'm looking forward to get a little bit of confidence. We should be slapping up Hull City. There should be no excuses against Hull City. We should not even be worried about Hull City, guys. Absolutely not. We should honestly, not being rude, we should be slapping up Hull City 100%. We should be on them from the beginning, guys. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse me. Still Monaco 2. Useless Monaco 2. Should have done the Arsenal game, shouldn't I? It's still 2-0 to Dortmund at the moment. And yeah, that is hilarious, by the way. Obviously, we don't take too much into friendlies. Of course we don't. Of course we don't. We don't look into too much the friendlies. But you look at Arsenal's lineup. You've got Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Gyökeres, Dalman, who they rate very highly, of course. Zolis is their new player. Calafiori, was he sent off? Or was he injured? No, he wasn't. He's injured. Yeah. Thomas, that's why I missed Sir Alex Ferguson in the film clip when he receives who's in Man United Champions League group at the time. He said it's not an easy group. He respected the game and other teams. It wasn't an easy group because of the rules in the game. And what people don't remember is that obviously in them days, you couldn't play your first team. Man United couldn't play their first team. And even if we had Irish and Welsh and Scottish players, we couldn't play them all together because they were deemed foreigners. And the thing was, it was basically like whoever had the more homegrown players would do well. And obviously that's why you ended up having Ajax winning the Champions League, if you remember, and you had teams like that winning the Champions League. The rules are really stupid. Man United would have won the Champions League that year, 100%. It would have been Man United. However, we had to completely change our lineup. There's a big difference between Peter Schmeichel and Gary Walsh. You know what I mean? Back then, and that's the thing, isn't it? That's what we had to contend with back then. I guarantee you Liverpool wouldn't have won any Champions League this last 20 years if it was like that. The funniest thing is, is that they changed the rules, right? When United brought through loads of young players, loads of homegrown players. That's when they changed the rules. You know what I mean? That's not fair, is it? At the end of the day. Yes, guys, big up everyone in the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Well, big up everyone. I hope everyone's blessed, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, who's joined me today, guys, for this watch along, for this rival watch, guys. And it is 2-0 to Liverpool at the moment. Not much of a game in regards to Monaco and Liverpool. Not much of a game to be. Not much of a spectacle. They're not really fighting as I thought that Monaco would today. Hence the reason I chose this game. Of course, Chelsea, we don't know where Chelsea stand at the moment. One thing about Chelsea is that they will be playing 3 at the back next season, as we know. And that, we all know that it's not easy to transfer from a normal formation, so to speak, to a 3 at the back. And I think that's where Chelsea are going to struggle next season. I really do. I think Atletico Madrid are not looking too good in this friendlies. Man United did defeat them by 2-1, of course. But Arsenal, not really looking good for them, bruv. Not looking good for Arsenal at the moment in these friendlies, guys. This will be the second friendly in a row, but they scored one. They've just scored. Arsenal have scored a goal. Can you believe it? And Nwaneri has scored for Arsenal in the 54th minute. It's Arsenal 1. Borussia Dortmund 2. They have scored Arsenal. It's 2-1 to Borussia Dortmund. Back in it, Arsenal. They're back in it. Speak of the devil. They're back in it, guys. Arsenal in that game. Hopefully Dortmund hold on, of course, as we hope so, of course. Arsenal are just good at flapping gums. That's all they're good at. Absolutely. Yeah, big up the legends, of course, in the house. Big up everyone, of course, guys. I hope everyone is blessed here in the community and everyone is doing well in this Sunday morning. I hope you've been to church. We do need to go to church because at the end of the day, you guys, we need to pray for some more signings because, here come Monaco. Go on. Oh, he's too slow. That's a penalty. Penalty to Monaco. Monaco could be back in the game. I felt that player there slower than Thomas Brolin and his Leeds days, but he's got his club a penalty. There you go. Chubby Chubs. He's got himself a penalty, guys, and Monaco have got a penalty in this, guys. Monaco got opportunity to get back into the game, guys. I'm loving it. Come on. Van Dijk doesn't know what, Dim Van Dijk. I mean, that guy, he plays in slow motion as well, and he still managed to get a penalty. He looks like a 1996 Finland Eurovision Song Contest contestant, but he is there. He's going to be taking the penalty as well, guys. Look at, he's going to, listen, guys, he's slow motion. I mean, what I've seen so far, let's hope he's got a bit of that Dimitar Berbatov about him, because he's very slow, but definitely, if you got hair like that, you got to put it in the back of the net, my guy. Definitely. It's a bit like salmon boots. Here we go. Goal! Great penalty for Monaco. And it's 2-1 to Liverpool. And it's 1 goal back. Monaco are back in the game, guys. It is 2-1. Game on. Bring it on. Come on. Game on. It was a blatant penalty. And it was a good, well-taken penalty. Definitely like Dimitar Berbatov, wasn't it, at the end of the day? A good goal, good penalty. And good play for Monaco. They've gotten a couple of positions over the last 10 minutes, and this time they punished Liverpool, and they are back in the game. Spider-Man on the touchline, Octopussy is not looking too happy at the moment, guys. Mandem, you see the report in the newspaper today. This is the reason why I didn't want Rashford back. He doesn't have to do anything wrong for the media to bring about the toxicity. We don't look. If there's one positive to bring to Man United right now, it's the vibe, right? It's the vibe in the team. It's the morale in the camp. And I think Rashford, there's some people who are just destructors. There's some people dividers. I think Rashford is a divider. I think one of the reasons Barcelona did not want to sign Marcus Rashford, guys, they can say they love him all they like. They bought Gordon, right? They didn't want Marcus Rashford because he has a bad attitude, man. It's as simple as that. We all know it. We all know people don't like his personality. We all know it, don't we, guys? Borussia Dortmund 3, Arsenal 1. Arsenal are getting their assness handed to them, guys. It is Borussia Dortmund 3, Arsenal 1, guys, in this game. Is this a full sense of security for them, guys? It's 3-1 to Borussia Dortmund as we speak, guys. And it is Gudu with the goal for Borussia Dortmund. 3-1 there, guys. Absolutely amazing. Cross comes in for Liverpool and a free kick. Header over the bar. It was a decent header there from Van Dijk. He towered in. He towered up and he got the header in, but not quite from a Dick Van Dijk there. Not quite. There you go. Mandem, people forgot that Areola doesn't keep clean sheets. You know what? He's going to be the new Thomas Frank, Mandem. I'm banking it. Signed, sealed, delivered. There you go. He's going to be the new Thomas Frank. Half time, guys. Liverpool 2, Monaco 1. Monaco, of course, have just scored, but have got back into the game slowly but surely. Started the game very poorly, if I'm being honest with you, Monaco. But they are back in the game. They're only 1 goal behind Liverpool at the moment as we stand, guys. Rob, Arsenal a joke team, guys. It is 3-1, half an hour to go in that game. Good afternoon, Sal. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, Tagale. It's good to see you. I'm very well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Tomasz, I remember when Monaco had Mbappe, Bernardo Silva. They had a great team, and then their owner got a divorce, and they had to sell their players, ex-wife. They've always had, you remember when they had Trezeguet and players like that? They've always had great players. Sadly, they become a selling club, didn't they? Monaco, they become more of a selling club than a club that keeps players. I like, you look at a lot of teams. You look at a lot of teams that have sold players. You look at Brighton. You look at West Ham. You look at all the players that they've let go over the years. Do you know what I mean? It's in regards to Monaco, they're one of them teams that they sell a lot of players. They produce a lot of talent, but they sell a lot of players. Imagine they still had Mbappe and Bernardo Silva and all them players there. Imagine they still had them, playing for their football club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they would have been a lot better than now. Definitely, they would have been challenging for the league. I would have felt definitely. Unfortunately, they're in a league where it's not difficult. Obviously, they got an overwhelmingly big team in better team which is PSG. But you look at that league, and I find it amazing that Nice almost got relegated in that league. I look at it every single time, and I think, how on earth do you almost get relegated in the French league? Sorry, no offense to the French league, but come on, guys. How hard is it to finish in the top 10 or even top 15 in France? It's not hard, is it? At the end of the day, and Nice needed a playoff against Saint Etienne to survive. This is what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean? They almost got relegated, man. It's actually harder to get relegated in France than to win the league in France. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, how on earth they managed that, I don't know. Tegele, an absolute joke of the owners. They are talking to sign academy player when we do not have midfielders. I know, mate. Wasting time, mate. Wasting time. Absolutely. Getting smoked by Dortmund 2026. We're here for it, man. We're here for it. There you go. Guys. Look, a bit of a historical result, guys, coming in from the Eredivisie, but Ajax did score very late on against PAC Zwolle. 1-0 to Ajax, courtesy of Mokio, who has been linked to Man United. Of course, a young lad, young midfielder, if you know. If you know, you know. In regards to that, in regards to Arsenal, they are getting smoked by 3-1 against Dortmund. Apparently, they're going to win the league again easily. That's what I've been told all summer. Let's wait and see. I don't think it's going to be a smooth sailing for them this season. Of course, they're going to be the favourites. The champions are always the favourites. I know. Do you know what I mean? I know the champions are always going to be the favourites, but I'm not scared of Arsenal. I don't know what that, I'm being honest, guys. Look, I'm not worried about Arsenal. I don't worry about it. I just think that they're one of the poorest teams, probably the poorest team to win the league. I'll be honest with you. I think they're the poorest team to win the league. Not hating. I'm not hating. I just they won the league because of context, and that was it. And then you got a lot of people gaslighting them every single day, selling their soul for Arsenal, bending over back. PGMO are the favourites to win the league, yeah, and Arsenal are the PGMO favourites, isn't it? Now they can't. It's going to be incredibly difficult for them to give got decisions in Arsenal's favour, isn't it? Corners and be going to VAR and stuff like that. Well, maybe more manipulation. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal won the league because of corners, didn't they? Realistically, didn't they, guys? Absolutely. So Arsenal are looking at losing 2 games in a row in their friendlies. Arsenal have lost 2 games convincingly, but they are blaming Kepa. But they can't blame Kepa here, mate. Definitely not. Kepa's a decent goalkeeper. They've been beaten quite comfortably, and next season they're going to get a shock. I would think they're going to get a shock. I don't know about you. I'm going to be honest, guys. As an England fan, okay, having watched the World Cup, I think Declan Rice is so overrated. Honestly, I think Declan Rice is a good pro. I just think there's so many flaws in his game. I think he's a defender playing in the midfield. I honestly think that. I also feel that Bruno Guimaraes is a decent player, but he doesn't scare the life out of me. I don't look at Bruno Guimaraes and go, oh my God, they signed Bruno Guimaraes. It's a good signing for them, I wish we had him. Don't get me wrong. Don't twist my words. But one thing I would say is that I don't think he's the best midfielder in Europe or one of the best midfielders in Europe. I think he's a good player. He's a good pro, and that's about it. Gabriel, biblical stinker, and hooked. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Tegele, I do not think Arsenal are that good like some people think we can compete with them. We've beaten them numerous amounts of times. It's the thing, isn't it, Tegele? We've beaten Arsenal loads of times. Man United beat City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool last season. And the problem with Man United is the fact that we can't get an element of consistency and we can't beat teams convincingly, consistently. And especially the teams below, like the Wolves of this world, the West Hams, the Spurs, the Newcastles, these type of teams, Bournemouth and Brentford. We've got to learn to beat those teams. If we could beat those teams, I have no worry against Arsenal. I have no worry against Liverpool and Chelsea and all these teams. I don't worry against those teams. It's the actual smaller teams that I worry against, I worry about, because they're the ones that keep taking points for us. and they're the games that, you know, where we come unstuck and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Still, it's halftime here, guys. Just to let you guys know, Liverpool are winning by 2-1 against Monaco. Monaco they didn't start the game well. They took time getting into the game, but Liverpool put them to the sword. But Monaco are back in the game. Let's see if Monaco can carry on that vibe from the goal just before halftime in the second half. Of course, let's see if they can do that. Of course, guys. Let's see. Bear with me a second. I'll be back. Yeah. Isaac got the first goal for Liverpool. It was between Florian Wirtz and Isaac, who got the second goal as well. And a penalty for Monaco as well, guys, which was dispatched nonchalantly by Golovin. Golovin is very slow, by the way. I've been watching him. I'm impressed, but if he added a bit of pace to his game, he'd be an unbelievable player, definitely. But he took the penalty very, very well. And he's given him a lifeline. He looks like a decent player, Golovin, to be honest with you. But in regards to Monaco, Lamine Camara is having a dominating midfield performance. Obviously, very talented midfielder there. Been linked to Man United numerous amounts of times. Of course, a 22-year-old Lamine Camara. Good player, man. Really good player. And that just goes to show you there are options out there. If you want to find players, if you want to sign players, there are options out there, guys. There's options out there, and we can, but the problem is that it looks like we don't want to. It's like we don't want to sign players. It's mad, isn't it? When you think about it. Absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, big up everyone in the stream. Big up the legends in the house. Hope you're all doing well, guys. We will be doing, guys, just to let you know, we will be doing a number of watch-alongs for all different teams. We'll be looking at them and stuff like that, and looking at, the rivals for next season and stuff like that. Of course, there will be a number of games we'll be analysing and picking the bones of and stuff, and getting the vibe of what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks before the start of the season, of course. Absolutely. Chelsea are not looking too good. I know they had that win against AC Milan, but they drew 3-3 today. Man City are not looking too bad. They defeated Atletico Madrid by 3-1 today. But Arsenal on a style 68 minutes. Arsenal are losing by 3-1 to Borussia Dortmund. But now it's 3-2. It's 3-2. Arsenal have got another goal back, guys. They got another goal back. It is 3-2. Arsenal have scored again. By the scene, I'm just hearing Arsenal scored again. It was a penalty. Gyökeres has got the penalty. No doubt it was a penalty. Of course it was a penalty. Guys, it's a penalty for Arsenal, and they buried it. They're losing the game by 3-2 at the moment. Guys, there. It's 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund. Can Borussia Dortmund? Come on, Borussia. We got you. You got this, Borussia. You're going to hold on to that. You got 20 minutes to hold on. It's 3-2. Arsenal scored another goal. It's 3-2 there. They're really struggling, Arsenal, isn't it? In these games. Man United has seemed like we've gone through this preseason quite swimmingly, apart from the Wrexham game. It looks like we've gone through this preseason quite calmly right now, obviously, apart from the transfers, which is obviously the most important thing, it doesn't look like we're working hard enough or anywhere near hard enough to be honest with you. I don't think Man United are working anywhere near as urgently enough as we should in regards to the transfer window. You know, it's pathetic. Smash that like, guys, if you don't mind. Get those lights up. Let's get the lights up on the stream, guys. If you don't mind, let's get the lights up. Smash the lights, and let's see where we can go, of course. Liverpool 2, Monaco 1 in this game. Legends, of course. And hopefully Borussia Dortmund can hold on in that game against Arsenal, which is 3-2, of course. Guys, we're just waiting for the second half to start, guys. I'm guessing there's going to be a number of substitutions in the second half. I'm guessing there's a few players that are going to be coming on. Probably Munoz will be making his debut, of course. Araujo did not sign in time, so he won't be playing today. He did not sign in time. He probably won't be playing today. Definitely not. He won't be playing. He's not on the bench, as far as I'm aware. So, Just waiting for the second half to start, and then we can go on. Obviously, there will be no penalties as well, guys. As far as I'm aware, there will be no penalties or anything like that. No penalties. And sadly, I like penalties. I think that adds a little bit of a spice to the friendly games. I think there should be penalties. You remember when Man United beat Arsenal twice in one game? Who remembers when Man United beat Arsenal twice in one game in pre-season? The first team to beat Arsenal twice in one game. We beat them after 90 minutes, 190 minutes, and then we beat them in the penalty shootout. That was hilarious, to be honest with you. Absolutely. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Arsenal incredibly arrogant with a lot of backing from minions, and I wouldn't want them anywhere near the league next season. Hopefully they don't get anywhere near the league next season. Hopefully they are challenged and that league title gets taken away from them. Firmly don't believe that they earned it. Really, I think that a lot of the decisions that went their way were very controversial. Do you know what I mean? Very, very controversial. Yeah, hopefully, I just instead of thinking like that, I just hope Man United challenge one day. Again, I hope Man United start challenging for the league title. That'd be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? If Man United managed to challenge one day, you know what I mean, for the league title, it would be lovely. It certainly would. Absolutely, would be nice if Man United eventually managed to challenge for the title. Of course, one day, of course, guys. But we have to wait. It's been too long, guys. Man United not challenging for the league. It's been too long, guys. It's been way, way, way too long. And we're the biggest club in Europe that hasn't challenged for the league, and not only not challenged for the league, for a long time, we have not challenged for the league as well. Do you know what I mean? Nikki, I am so disappointed in the club for not signing more depth to get 2 games a week. Well, you know what I would say, Nikki? This is something we've touched on before the window. We touched on Ineos and... we warned people about them, and they've got 3 weeks exactly to save the season, to save next season. They've got about 3 weeks to go. And, there's no excuses. Do you know what I mean? There's no excuses there. They need to get their finger out and start doing work. They need to work, because at the end of the day, we're going to fall further behind. And at the moment, we are falling behind, Absolutely. Thomas, I still remind Arsenal fans about an 8-2 win and the 6-1 in 2001. We beaten Arsenal a few times, slapped them up a few times. You know what I mean? Who remembers the 4-2 at Highbury as well when John O'Shea chipped the goalkeeper? That was hilarious. And he did the Cantona celebration. That was incredible. Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, Arsenal should always be a banter team. Arsenal... what we've done to Arsenal over the years, the way we slapped them up, the way we've embarrassed them. We've ruined a lot of Arsenal fans' childhoods. You know that. We ruined a lot of their childhoods. We took away their dreams, whether it's the Champions League, whether it is the league. We did a lot of damage to Arsenal fans mentally. So when I speak to Arsenal fans, no matter what channel I go on, if I'm on another content creation page, I understand. I have this little thing in my head that, bear in mind, Sal, that they have been affected mentally by Man United for many, many years. So be sympathetic, have empathy for these guys. Do you know what I mean? No. I want them to go down with Arsenal. I can't ask them. Arsenal, Liverpool, can't stand them, mate. And hopefully they both go. Hopefully they're both in the abyss next season, and we pull something out of the bag. I really do hope so. We pull something out of the bag. That'd be absolutely lovely if we managed to do that. It would be, guys, absolutely. Big up those in the stream and big up the legends in the house. Big up everyone who's joined me today, of course. Absolute diamonds, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Appreciate you all. Just to let you know, there's a couple of substitutes. I think Mamardashvili is on in goal for Liverpool, as far as I'm aware. He's in goal for Liverpool, as far as I am aware. Just waiting for them to confirm the substitution. I think Monaco are going to make a couple of substitutions as well already, guys. I'm just waiting for Liverpool to confirm it. Just see what is going on with this, of course. Big up everyone. I hope you're well. Just waiting for them to get it up. Liverpool, they're trying to work out what the numbers mean. Teze is on. for Monaco, defensive player. He's on. Mamardashvili is on for Liverpool as well. Of course. Anyway, we're underway in the second half, regardless. And we're underway in the second half. Here we are. Second half should be. Come on, Monaco. Get this in, guys. Get this in. You got this. You got this, Monaco. You can get this win. Come on, mate. You can get this win. Come on. Get the draw at least. Arsenal fans forgot that a lot of factors went their way, enabling them to win the league. Exactly. Maybe they expect Page-Man to do them another favor. Look, we're not even hating. We're not even being bitter when you see the decisions that went Arsenal's way last season. You will be astonished. It was so blatantly obvious. As blatantly as the World Cup. As you know, when we watched the World Cup and those decisions in the World Cup, we were like, what the hell is going on? That's what happened in the league last season. That's what happened with Arsenal last season. Everyone knew that they were trying to set Arsenal up for the league. Everyone knew that they wanted Arsenal to win the league. You know, they all knew that. Do you know what I mean? And it's pretty evident. I didn't want to go down that route of saying these things that are sinister, of course. But I didn't want to talk about that, of course. But the decisions were, very questionable to say the least. And it was consistent as well. The inconsistencies in regards to the decisions that went Arsenal's way. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Really, really, really questionable. Hopefully, there's more fairness. All I want, guys, is a fair game. It's still Arsenal 2, Borussia Dortmund 3, by the way, in that other game, in the friendly, guys. 3-2. Borussia Dortmund doing very, very well there, of course. Borussia, very good youth team, very good youth networking and stuff like that. It still is 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund there. Hopefully, Borussia Dortmund can hang on there, guys. Hopefully, they can hang on, of course. Here come Monaco. Monaco, nice little pass on Golovin. Golovin, can he get it? Nah, he just about got it, Van Dijk. Just about got it. There's a little bit too much pace on the ball there. But, yeah, good intent for Monaco. Monaco looking to equalize. They were 2-0 down. They got a penalty and dispatch courtesy of Golovin. And it's 2-1 at the moment. But, yeah, look, I would believe. Look, what's the point of dillying and dallying Monaco? Monaco should just go for the game, man. You're playing at Anfield, go and impress and do something incredible. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I would say about that. So still 2-1, guys, in this game, of course. The Monaco manager looks too young to be a manager, doesn't he? Looks way too young to be a manager. And Mamardashvili playing it into danger, and it's going to go out for a throw into Monaco there. And a throw into Monaco here. Endo is the one who's come on as well for Liverpool. I just want to clarify the substitutions for Liverpool. Endo is come on for Indukwi, and Mamardashvili is come on for Alisson Becker. Teze has come on for Vanderson in regards to Monaco. Of course, Vanderson. Big fans of the channel, big popularity, very popular in the community here, is Vanderson. Yeah. So those are the two substitutions that's happened so far, guys. But it's still 2-1 to Monaco. Come on, guys. Come on, Monaco. Team Monaco all day long. Let's do this. Obviously, on the watch for Lamine Camara, having a lot of stuff. Ephraim, the bullshit the owners make us support another team not to win, rather us believe in us. The bullshit owners make us support another team not to win rather than us believe in us. The thing is that I never wanted to be in this position where, we're hoping other teams lose so that they don't win the league. The only time I ever wanted to do that was if it benefited Manchester United. If, for example, I want Arsenal to lose so Man United can win the league, for example. Sadly, because of them, they put us into this disgusting position where we have to choose who we want to win the league, who we prefer to win, not want, but prefer to win the league. Now, which is obviously something that I never want it to be. I want it to be us. If it weren't us, I don't care. If it weren't us, we should be winning the league. And that's how the mentality should be. It should always be like that for Man United. We should always be going for the league. You know what I mean? And I've always believed that. I never wanted to hope that they lose. So Liverpool or City or Chelsea or Arsenal win the league. I want us to win the league. And I believe The Premier League is ours. Man United are the Premier League pioneers. 13 times we won the Premier League, 20 times we won the league, 13 times we won the Premier League. We should be fighting for that league, definitely. And sadly, that's a form of mediocrity where we've been placed. What has happened to this fan base because of this ownership is exactly that, hoping other teams win the league. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and it's something that I didn't want. Definitely not. But big up everyone who's entered the stream, guys. Thank you, guys. Smash that like, guys, if you just entered, guys. Thank you, guys, for watching today. Really appreciate you all, of course. Big up you all, of course, guys. And don't forget, I am here live all week. There is a few friendlies coming up. Man United will be playing against Leeds United on Wednesday. Sadly, Man United are playing on the same time as the Super Cup final. Typical Man United, isn't it? Make a decision like that. We'll be doing a watch-along for Man United. Don't worry, I'll be doing a watch-along for Man United. Man United only, Man United first, no matter what it is. And we're gearing up for, obviously, the Premier League opener against Hull City, of course. It's going to be emotional, guys, against Hull City, definitely, because, imagine this, right? Imagine Man United fail to beat Hull City on the opening game. God forbid, I really hope that Man United win that game, smash up Hull City and we move on. But imagine Man United fail to beat Hull City in that game. Imagine the vibes, man. Imagine it. Mandem, thank you so much, my friend. We're just over 15,000 subscribers. Thank goodness we got over the 15,000 mark, guys. Let's move it up to 20,000. That's the aim now. This season, we got to get to 20,000 subscribers. And also, I want to eventually, obviously, move up to the 100 mark eventually. I want to get there as soon as possible. I'm too old to be waiting around. You know what I mean? We need to get those subscribers up. The community, the people who have been in this community from the beginning, let's not forget, I've only been doing live content now for 2 years, only live content. The channel has grown immensely over the last, it's under 2 years now. It's about 1 year and a half, 1 year, 8 months, something like that. And since I've been doing live content, I used to do content. The channel's been around since 2019, I think. But we've only been doing live content properly for the last year and 8 months or something like that. And we've grown since then. We've grown about 12,000 subscribers. Let's hope that we can get to 20,000 this season. We need that big 20,000 mark, don't we? Absolutely. And eventually, here comes Liverpool. Lots of space here for Liverpool. That's going to be a penalty. No, it's not. Thank goodness. Congratulations. Thank you so much, FM subscribers. You deserve every success. Thank you for being a great supporter, Ephraim. You're a legend. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone in the stream every single day. I appreciate that. And 15,000 is no money, no number. It's no number for me. I know I've had channels, music channels that have been on millions, and and I'm very humble that I've had these opportunities and stuff. But I'm very humble that I have a community. And for me, at the end of the day, look, obviously it's not only about numbers, it's about quality as well. It's about quality rather than quantity sometimes. But I think that by spread, my channel probably would have grown faster if I became a gaslighter. If I started coming on here and saying, Ineos, they're doing a good job. You got to give them a chance. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe I would have grown faster. But, one thing I always believe in is the truth. Unfortunately, Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth and all that. Tom Cruise. But some people can't, and people fall off this channel. A lot of people have fallen off. And, the one thing is that, we're not always... One thing I would urge people in regards to every single thing about football, in regards to footballing opinion, you're not always going to have the same opinion as the other man. Life weren't born like that. The one thing I always take is basically the collective. What is the collective ambition? Collectively, we all want Man United to win the league. We all want Man United to win trophies collectively, no matter who's the favorite player, no matter what's the favorite team, who's the manager. We want Man United to win titles. That's what we want. So we're all in the same boat, regardless. You know what I mean? So it's different shades of red at the end of the day. We want what's best for Man United. We all love the football club, and we hope that, one day we will be successful and be winning the league again. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Rob. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, my good friend. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support, Rob, every single day. Really appreciate you. I appreciate every single person supporting the channel, and legend that is Rob, of course. Rob, who I see a lot. I see him a lot on other channels. See him on the United Stand, of course, as well. Big up, Rob. Yeah, Mark Goldbridge needs to get me on there. It's been 7 years, mate. Still hasn't got me on there, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? Got to stop letting waste men on his channel. Let me just say that right now. I'm not being funny. Got to stop letting them waste men on his channel. You know what I mean? Start letting, real footballers, real football opinions, real Man United fans. You know what I mean? Ones that have been around for a while. Here come. It's 2-2. Oh my goodness me. Golovin, he's missed it. I can't believe it. Just goal. Yes, it's 2-2, guys. Oh, it's not. It's a goal. It's a 2-2. God, that is it. See, guys. See, 2-2. I knew this was the right game. There you go. It's 2-2. Liverpool 2, Monaco 2. Get in. Yeah, he took two bites of the cherry. 2 bites of the cherry, but he got there in the end, guys. And it is 2-2. And it's Mika Bayrev who with the goal. Mika Bayrev with the goal, guys. And it's 2-2. Good game. This is exactly what we wanted, guys. Monaco 2, Liverpool 2 in this game. Good game so far. Absolutely. There we go. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, guys. There we go. Can they go on and win this game? Can they go on and win? They come again. Monaco, Bayrev again. Tries to pass it out there into the box. Lamine Camara. He's lost the ball. Liverpool coming on the counter-attack. This compare. Good play for Liverpool. Look at the composure and the strength. Look at that. Look at Monaco. I hope Man United are scouting this game, guys. God forbid. I mean, I hope they're scouting this game. I really hope so. I doubt that they are. But, they should be. 100% they should be scouting this game. 100%. But I bet they're not. Some of the players that are playing for Monaco, we got to look at these players. Van Anderson and the midfield. And, they're giving the ball away. Having said that, Monaco, that's a foul on Monaco. Yeah, that's surely a foul. Guys. Yeah, I hope for no injuries. We don't want any injuries in this game. 88 minutes, Arsenal 2, Dortmund 3 in the other friendly there, guys. Arsenal 2, Dortmund 3. Come on, Monaco. Let's go. I mean, imagine Monaco come back to win this game. Imagine they won this game. Liverpool making a number of changes. It does look like Munoz is coming on to make his debut. And just looking at who's coming on at the moment for Liverpool. Just having a look. It's a free kick. Teze. Just having a look at who's coming on for Liverpool. We got the youngster, obviously, coming on for Liverpool here. Of course. I think he should be starting, to be honest with you, Ingamoa. So Ingamoa coming off. Florian Wirtz is coming off. Virgil van Dijk is coming off. Just to have a look, that Nioni is coming on as well for Liverpool. Gakpo's coming off for Liverpool. Rio Ingamoa is coming on, the talented young player coming on for Liverpool, guys. And McConnell, the young lad McConnell for Liverpool is coming on as well. McConnell is a 21-year-old English, I think he's an English midfielder. Nioni, just to let you know, Nioni is come on. He's a midfielder as well. So McConnell and Nioni, the youngsters, have come on for Liverpool. Let's see what McConnell can do. Munoz, Victor MV. There you go, guys. It sounds like a bag, doesn't he? Munoz, LV. Sounds like a dermatology cream. Guys, and Ariola is a draw specialist, says Kenny, last season. Yeah. he did. Look, at the end of the day, there's a big difference between managing Liverpool in regards to expectation and formation and tactics than managing Bournemouth. Thomas Frank found that out when he was managing Brentford. He found out the hard way, didn't he? He found out the hard way that managing these sort of teams as opposed to Bournemouth, it's not easy. You're gonna have to change your whole vibe, and there's expectations. Lefo, how you doing? Sal, have you noticed the large amount of Ineos and Glazer bots in the fan base? Yes, Lefo, I know all about them. There is a lot of Ineos bots and Glazer bots, yes. And basically what they're doing is they're paying accounts as well, not only bots, but they're paying accounts, allegedly, to promote them. And big accounts as well. This is happening behind the scenes. And you know who they are because they've done a complete 360 in regards to their opinions. You see them, you can't miss them. You can't miss them. They've got big platforms. So basically what Ineos have done, they've looked at the big platforms, some of them, and they've said, right, him. If we can get them on our side and try and manipulate the masses and try and turn and sway the algorithms on social media and things like that, maybe, people might start warming to us. And it's all about popular opinion. This is what they look at. It's about popular opinion, algorithms and popular opinion. They want to ridicule the Ineos out, the Glazer out crowd. That's what they want to do. They want to ridicule them, right? Unfortunately for them, it cannot be denied. Facts cannot be denied that we have a lower net spend than Coventry City, right? So at the end of the day, Coventry City have 83 million net spend, potentially. They have not let go of any players, but they have an 83 million net spend. We have a 32 million net spend. So they cannot hide from the facts. Unfortunately, there are a few weak few. I don't know, it's an inferior complex with these people. Some people, they feel like they have to live up Ineos backside and suck up to them. They feel like they have to do that. Even some who are not getting manipulated, and it's sad to see. It is an absolute shame because, guys, I cannot understand for the life of me how last year, right, not even a year, we were protesting against the Glazers and Ineos. How has it done a 360 that everyone is starting to feel sorry for them? Can someone explain to me why everyone suddenly feels sorry for Ineos? Exactly, man, them. I get it. The sarcasm. Justifying mediocrity is the worst thing, guys. It's trying to justify mediocrity. Monaco are making some more changes here, guys. Just to have a look at everything. I'm just waiting for them to see what changes that Monaco are making here. Of course. Always interested to see. Big up, Bilal. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is blessed with you. Of course. Let me just see what substitutions. Just waiting for them to clarify everything. Eric Dyer is having a good game. Eric Dyer, to be honest with you, Eric Dyer, I wonder what happened to Eric Dyer. I thought he's tired and he's back. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I did think Eric Dyer retired, honestly. I'll be honest. I'm not even joking. Yeah, big up, Bilal. Hope you're well. Just waiting for them to clarify everything. They're a bit slow, Liverpool, clarifying. Here come Liverpool. Monaco have been very good in this half. They've been very good in this half. They've been very effective in this half, Monaco. I believe. So, in regards to the substitution, Umar Konate is on. Matisse Abline is off. Umar Konate is he plays for the Monaco under-19s. He's from the Ivory Coast. He is a midfielder, so have a look at him. Guys, good thing to look out for in regards to Monaco, because Monaco do produce a lot of good players. So it's interesting to see. Here come Monaco. That's a red card, surely. That's a red card. Surely that's a red card. He pushed him down, man. Come on. What is he playing? What is he playing at? I thought that was a red card. Come on, guys. I thought he pushed him down. There was an opportunity to score. That's not. Oh, that's so. Come on, guys. That's sinister there. That's definitely sinister there, guys. Big up Hopeful. What's going on, Shabam? What's going on? We are signing Lewis Page. Turn the other page. I mean, I'm not interested in about 8 players that are never going to play for Man United in the next 2 years. I mean, Man United need players for now. This is what I'm looking at the end of the day. Fair play to Lewis Page. But we got Jim Thwaites, we got these players, and I rate these players, but, another young signing. We need players for now. We need what's going on next season, what's going on, with our squad. I have no idea. I mean, come on, guys. No disrespect to Lewis Page, but Man United need players for today, don't we, man? Come on, let's be real here. Man United need players for today. That's what we need. We don't need players for 2 years, 3 years down the line. Yeah, you can sign those players by all means. They don't cost anything. Go and get them by all means, but sign the proper players as well. We are more serious for the Premier League under 21 than the Premier League and Champions League. Absolutely. Fair play, Hope. Absolutely, man. It's true. We'll probably destroy the under 21 league. Under 21 league. I mean, goodness me. Adapting the Chelsea model, which Chelsea have changed, by the way, hopeful Shabum. Chelsea have changed that, They've changed that mentality, by the way. Even they're moving away from that and signing experienced players, Still Arsenal 2, Borussia Dortmund 3 here, guys. It's full time. Arsenal have lost by 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund. Shot blocked there by Engamoa. Of course, Engamoa, I think he's I think one to look out for in regards to Liverpool next season is Engamoa. I think he's a very, very good young player. Of course, Chelsea earlier on drew against Johar Darul Tarzim. I think there was a save with Aiden Heaven one, so they will repeat the process. I think they succeed with Aiden Heaven. That's just one out of how many? You need to look at like Sekou Kone, Chido Obi Martin. These players are flopped. The other French player that's on loan at Lausanne, the striker, none of these players. There's one in a blue moon. We need players for now. We can't be buying these players. I don't think he's good enough. I've seen the player. I don't think he's good enough. You watch their fans blaming Kepa. Yeah, let them. They lost anyway. Who cares? They lost. Simple as that. They can blame Kepa all they like. Corner to Liverpool. No, it's Liverpool. It's Monaco bringing the ball out. Monaco obviously look very dangerous on the counter attack. Here they come again. Chance for Monaco running forward. Get the ball out of feet. Support him on the left. Support him on the left there. Come on, Monaco. Monaco will winning this game would be incredible, wouldn't it? If Monaco managed to win this game having been 2-0 down, unbelievable. Look, at the end of the day, it's great bringing young players in, but you can't just bring in young players. You've got to bring in first-team players as well, and you can't expect these players. Not even Aiden Heaven ain't ready yet. Aiden Heaven is raw. He's a good player, very good, but he needed a year. He needed 2 years to get into the groove, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? And now, he's coming there, but we can't be waiting. Like next year, I'm not throwing away next season, Waiting for a bomber every day, United killing Mike. So I think they're killing everyone's hopeful Shabum. Big up Shabum, by the way. I think they're killing everyone's excitement, my friend. They're killing everyone's vibe. We had such hopes. I mean, I knew what Ineos were. I knew what the Glazers were. I knew they were going to disappoint us this summer. But deep down, you wanted them to do something and surprise us because the talk was of like, we're going to have such a busy summer. They had no excuses of no European football this time. Because we are in the Champions League, so they got 100 million from that. Nikki, I think members of the board for not getting more players need a psychology assessment. I think Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos are just trying to save money, and Glazers trying to save money. It's as simple as that. And they're probably celebrating with a glass of champagne. Chance. Oh, good save for Mamadashvili. That's a penalty, no? I think they're there with a glass of champagne, mate, because a lot of these fans are falling for this manipulation. I'm sorry, but they're falling for this manipulation. A lot of the fans have fallen for it. They've succumbed to this manipulation. And Ineos and the Glazers must be sitting there with a glass of sparkly bubbly, and they're drinking, with like looking at them like they're peasants. And that's what it is. Andy Mitten is becoming the owner's mouthpiece. Yes, he's one of the worst. Even though he's a legendary fan, he's been around Man United for a very long time. He sold his soul. Unfortunately, everyone has their price, like the $1 Million Man said, isn't it? Everyone has their price, and I think a lot of people have had their price, and they've taken it. Do you know what I mean? They know me. They know I'm a real guy, and they know I'm anti them. I know I've had people approach me. I've had people say things about me, that I should be quiet and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be quiet. You know what I mean? Shaboom. When we are not in the Champions League, that's the excuse. They are not in the Champions League, and when we're in the Champions League, they say United's not been in the Champions League, so they don't spend. Yeah, you never win, Shaboom. My bro. Listen, you don't win. They will twist it to fit their narrative. That's what they do. They twist the excuses to fit their narrative. 20 minutes to go in this game, guys. Monaco 2, Liverpool 2. That's what they'll do. They'll twist it. And you know what? Like, oh, we're not in Europe, blah, blah, blah. We ain't got this. This time, there's no excuses. We all know how much money Man United have got. Man United this summer should be having a Liverpool window from last summer. That's what Man United should be spending that much money. More than that. We have more in revenue. Here comes the Monaco. Cross comes in. Good cross. And it's in Mamardashvili. Trivia. Name 3 United players who've had Gabriel in their name. Gabriel Heinze, Gabriel Obertan, and Gabriel... Who's another Gabriel? Gabriel Heinze. Yeah, Gabriel Obertan. I got 2 of them. There you go. I leave the rest to the community. I got 2 difficult ones. Gabriel Heinze and Gabriel Obertan is a difficult one. You know what I mean? Okay, there you go, JJ. Bilal's got it. There you go, the easy one. He got the easy one. He got JJ Gabriel. There you go. Well, I got Gabriel Obertan and Gabriel Heinze. There you go. There you go. Absolutely. There you go. Name the French player. Here's a question for you guys. Name the French player who played for Man United on loan, but only played 2 games for the club against QPR and Tottenham Hotspur in the 1990s. Name the French player. No Google, guys. I'm teaching you. He only played 2 games for Man United. Won 1, lost 1. Name the player. He played in France. Bilal, you definitely looked at Google. You definitely looked at Google, didn't you, Bilal? Come on, man. Here come. Just wide for Monaco. Just wide for Monaco. You're right, Bilal. Prunier is right. Blanc played the whole 2 seasons, mate. Blanc played 2 seasons, big dog. It was William Prunier. Bilal was right. It was William Prunier. We won 2-1 against QPR at Old Trafford, and we lost 4-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. If you remember, guys, I don't know if anyone remembers that. I'm a bit old. There you go. But good, well done, Bilal, for that one. Congratulations. Didn't go for Bruno G, saying he was too old, signing Tillman's a year older than him, going for cheap and making excuses. I know, Shab. Hopeful. You're speaking the gospel, hopeful, Shab, and you're speaking the truth. I know. You're absolutely spot on. It's something that we talk about time and time again. Unfortunately, there's a section of the fan base that are being manipulated by this nonsense. Do you know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true. Do you know what I mean? We lost 4-1 to Spurs in that minute. I'm not that one. Yeah, we lost 4-1 to Spurs. Sol Campbell got a goal. I remember it from like 20 yards out. Schmeichel got injured. And we ended up putting, I think it was Pilkington came on goal. Pilkington came in goal, and Man United struggled. Andy Cole had a goal disallowed. There was a scissor kick. I thought it was very harsh. He disallowed it. But Man United, it was around Christmas time, lost the game by 4-1. And it was embarrassing because my older brother's a Spurs fan. And it was embarrassing, Sal, your memory is like still trapped. Big up, bro. Big up, my friend Thomas. Only real supporters here, Thomas. Only real Man United supporters. No fake stuff. Do you know what I mean? Nobody remembers this. They have to look at Google for this stuff. Absolutely. More substitutions coming in for Liverpool and Monaco, guys. By the looks of things, the youngster, Kumas is coming on. Let's see who's coming on for Liverpool. Let's have a look. Who's coming on for Liverpool? guys. Which Barcelona goalkeeper played twice for Man United in 14-15? Valdez. Ramsey's coming for Liverpool. There we go. There we go. Who is perfect and realistic third midfielder for me? Enzo Berentia from Benfica. He's cheap, around 50, 60 million. Good choice. Hopefully, Shabba. It's a name we haven't heard many times on the channel, but definitely a good choice, my friend. Absolutely. I agree. Look, there are so many options out there for Manchester United in the midfield. But there he comes, Monaco. Chance of Monaco. He's scuffed it. He scuffed it. It was a big chance. There are many chances, many opportunities out there for Man United to sign a midfielder. There's no excuses. There's no excuses here. This is the thing. They're going to make excuses, but there are players out there. We must have spoken about 50 players, man. Honestly, who'd be good for Man United. Yet we're going out there buying players that are not ready. You're going to be ready in a couple of years. Luis Kumas has come on. Harvey Elliott's come on for Liverpool. Chiesa, Federico Chiesa, and Calvin Ramsey. Frimpong, Shabada Slight, and Kumas have come off. Harvey Elliott is back. I think he was on loan. Harvey Elliott is back as well. He was on loan last season, of course. Harvey Elliott. Yeah, big up everyone in the stream, though, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joining me today. Of course, much love to you all. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Still Liverpool 2, Monaco 2. Decent game, to be honest with you, guys. I think I picked the right game, if I'm being honest, guys. Here we go. I still think Monaco can win it. Big up, Mr. Shashwat. What's going on, Shashwat? I hope you're doing well, my friend. What is the reason Man United aren't signing any more players? Will we sign any players? We're trying to go cheap. That's simple as that, Mr. Shashwat. We don't want to spend money. We want to go cheap. We're using the excuse that we want players who want to play for us. You know what I mean? And, what we don't understand is that it works both ways. You have to show intent on the player, and the player has to want to play for you. You know, we're going one way where we're trying to wait for the player to call us, and it doesn't work like that, of course. And added to the fact that we don't want to spend money, we're reluctant to spend money. Anthony Robinson and Raum, my perfect alternative to Lewis Hall. Raul is so underrated. Raum is good, however, old. Robinson's 29 years old, and he's going to cost 40 million. So I would stay away from that one. Too old. I would rather go out there and get a young player in than that. A younger player, a player that can play on our left back for years to come. Bilal, which is the only Bilal, which is the only country to qualified and played in every single FIFA World Cup tournament held? It's Brazil. Yeah, it has to be Brazil. I think it used to be Italy, but now it's Brazil. Yeah, Brazil are the ones. Definitely. That's pretty evident. Our window's not done, brother. It's not done. No. I think Man United will get a couple of panic buys in there. And then we act like it's a great window. I think we'll get a couple of panic buys. We didn't even get a deadline day signing last season, Shabnam. Really, I know it's Senny Le Mans, but that was so late that we ended up playing without Senny Le Mans, and we ended up losing to Arsenal. Incompetence of the highest order, and we could have told them about Senny Le Mans. We spoke about Senny Le Mans months before we signed him. We spoke about Dorgu months before we signed him. It's a bit like Andre Santos. We spoke about Andre Santos 3 months ago, and things like that. And it's just madness, man. Where Man United going? Panic by FC, absolutely, Thomas. Golovin has come off for Monaco. Indumbo has come on. Cabral has come off, and Suber has come on. Guys, just to let you guys know, just to keep you updated, keep you posted, and everything like that, and all that jazz. Absolutely. Smash those likes, guys. 10 minutes to go in the game. Here, guys, 10 minutes to go in the game. It's still 2-2 between Monaco and Liverpool. Not everything is rosy in the garden with Liverpool at the moment. A lot to work on, of course. They've got a lot of work to do in regards to, next season, of course. 10 minutes to go. 2-2. Here we are, 2-2. Monaco have brought off Bayref and brought on Bruna, Paris Bruna. Eric Dyer has also come off, and Thilo Kehrer has come on. Darth Vader would do a better club owner than these fools. Yeah. Definitely. 100%. I mean, I think many people, many mythical characters would do that as would. Flavio Nazinho has come off the signing for Monaco, and Christian Mawisa has come on. I think we have to lose to Ipswich and Hull to get a proper signing like Casemiro. God forbid if that happens, Shabam. Imagine the uproar. Imagine the anger in the Man United fan base if we don't even. I'm not even talking about losing to Hull City, right? If we draw against Hull City, guys, there's no excuses, man. There's going to be absolute pandemonium, anger, unbelievable. Yeah, Eric Dyer's their captain, man. He's their captain. He's their captain. The trusted one, Eric Dyer. I mean, guys, we could sign Eric Dyer, right? And the Ineos bootlickers would still find a way to promote it and act like it's an amazing signing. Here come Monaco. Poor shot over the bar. Scuffed it a little bit there. A little bit. Yeah, big up everyone on stream, and thank you everyone who's contributed to us to get into 15,000 subscribers yesterday. Road to 20,000. Let's get the 20,000s up, guys. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers now. So delighted, and I'm just lucky to have such a great community here, guys. Great community, great bunch of people, and welcome everyone who's new. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a rocky ride. We love it here. We get the haters, of course, everyone does, but we love it here. Chance, corner. Hopeful Shabam. Let's hope so, my friend. Joshua. So as a fan, we just have to wait for cheap panic buys. What can we do? We got a bunch of fans who accept mediocrity, mate. We got a bunch of fans that are so sucking up to the Glazers. You know what I mean? We got these fans there that are cancer to the football club, unfortunately. Chance, shot straight at the goalkeeper. If anyone should win this game, it is Monaco. Monaco are looking more likely here, guys, to win this game. They're looking more dangerous. Here they come. Monaco are looking dangerous in this game. I've been impressed with Monaco in particular this second half. Lamine Camara has been excellent. Of course, another player that we've been speaking about a lot on this channel, Lamine Camara. Absolutely. Mandem, a channel that doesn't gaslight and bamboozle people will always grow. Where very few people call it like it is. They rather get favors from the club. You know what, Mandem? Thank you so much. Look, at the end of the day, they want their VIP passes for the press conferences. But long term, when you're thinking about long term, we will be remembered. You know what I mean? They will be remembered for their little favors here and there. And all of them, with their little appearances in interviews and things like that. All of them. I would do it without that. You know what I mean? I would do it because I don't care about that. These are egotistical things that these people want, you know what I mean? To try and add weight to their lack of talent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. There's so many people doing social media. And there's so many people. I'll be honest, guys. It's just, they're boring. They're boring. They just sit there and nothing entertaining, nothing special about them. And that's the thing. And added to the fact they're gaslighting you as well. Mark Goldbridge has blood on his hand for some of these people. You know that. We need that Monaco dagger. That'd be absolutely brilliant if we can do that. Absolutely. Santos seems like a bargain till now, but is a friendly, I would say, Shabam. Let's not get over carried away with friendlies. Man United have always done well in friendlies. As we know, preseason Pereira and all that. I'll wait and see when the league starts. I'm excited about Santos, but that's about it. You know, we need a lot more than Santos, you know. Unfortunately, we don't have it at the moment. We need a right back, a left back, a midfielder, a backup striker, or someone who can rotate with Sesko. We probably need another centre back there. We might even need another winger. You know, we're talking about a squad here, guys. You know what I mean? We need a much bigger squad than we currently have. Definitely. A much bigger squad than we currently have, guys. Yeah. Big up everyone who's joined me today. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined me. I know it's not Man United today. I know, obviously, it's not Man United today, but you know, guys, it's a good game to watch. Obviously, seeing the weaknesses of Liverpool, I wanted to analyze, guys, and the weaknesses of Liverpool, and I've seen many. Shabam, we aren't finishing Champions League spot, and sorry, I have noticed United player try to be very humble when they get signed for us. You see how long that lasts? Mr. Shashwa, we aren't finishing Champions League spot. Amazon documentary would tell us. Don't worry about the Amazon documentary. They're gonna make Man United look really, really nice and really, really good. Do you think Man United would accept that Amazon documentary if it wasn't going to be manipulated? They're going to manipulate that into being some positive, sickening Ted Lasso sort of bloody documentary. That's what it is. Man, they are already trying to sell us a dream with Tyler Adams signing. Apparently, the data team at United view him as a good alternative because he's had better stats than Roger. Oh my God's sake! Oh God. They don't understand that it's not all about stats as well. Mad, isn't it? As he has now. I'm not surprised, Thomas. I think he echoes many people within the fan base. You know, I think he echoes many people. I think many people are disillusioned and fed up with this football club at the moment, especially the ownership. And they're the real fans, the ones who called it out, the ones who are not being gaslighted. They're the real fans. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Shaban says, put me in 11, have more attack involvement than Luke Shaw. I'm pretty certain you will, mate. Kenny, Rashford is going to wear the number 14 shirt. Goal! Goal for Monaco. They've scored again. Monaco have come from behind to score, guys, from a corner. Great header there. Monaco have scored, guys. Monaco are 3-2 up against Liverpool here. And just like Arsenal earlier today, they are losing by 3-2 at home. Monaco have come from 2 goals down to be winning by 3-2, guys. There you go. Fantastic header from the lad there. Great header, great corner, great header there. 3-2 to Monaco, guys. Unbelievable there. 3-2 to Monaco. Absolutely brilliant. Header from close range, guys. Paris Brunner is the goal scorer. Paris Brunner, fabulous header, towering header there. Liverpool 2, Monaco 3 at the death, guys. Unbelievable. There you go, guys. 3-2 to Liverpool. You can't play like that in the Premier League. You can't play so open. This is not Bournemouth, Liverpool. This is not Bournemouth. You can't play like that. Unbelievable, guys. Liverpool 2, Monaco 3. Absolutely. Here come Monaco again. Monaco have been the dominant force in this half. We mentioned it, and Monaco said, hold my beer. Bang, absolutely. They've been the dominant force in the second half. I'm sorry, but Monaco have dominated this game. I'll be honest with you. Monaco have dominated this game. Liverpool have been put in a spliff this game, guys. Liverpool have been schooled this game, guys. They've been schooled this game. Second half in particular, they've been outplayed, you know, and they were 2-0 up. And for them, this isn't good signs for Liverpool. They conceded a lot of goals, guys. This is exactly why I did the watch-along for this game, because I knew I wanted to see Liverpool. I wanted to see what it's all about, what's going on. And you know what? It's a good thing I did. Here comes Liverpool again. Brunner again. Great run. He's got here. Chance. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. It would have been 4-2, guys. That would have been even more of annihilation. That would have been beautiful. But it's not. He slipped there, Brunner. He looks like a decent player, doesn't he? There you go. Paris Brunner, 3-2 to Liverpool. Almost, he took on the whole team of Liverpool there. And it could have been 4-2. Blazing, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you again. Back to 2-0 bottle jobs. Please be like that in the league and season. Hope you're good, mate. Good to see you, Blazing. It's good to see you again, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you had a good summer so far. Yeah, man. Yeah, look, you know, hopefully they carry it on just like us now. in the league. Hopefully, Arsenal and Liverpool carry this on in the league. It's not looking for good for them. Shabam, Tyler Adams is the worst option out of hundreds who we link to. Yes, he is. And the funniest thing is, Shabam, right, is that we can get players like him who will be cheaper and probably better, and that's the disappointing thing about it. Absolutely. But 3-2 to Monaco. Hilarious, guys. Absolutely hilarious. Really, really, really funny. Liverpool losing by 3-2 after being 2-0 up. Umar Konate has got a yellow card for Monaco here, just to let you know. Guys, he's got a yellow card. Yeah, hilarious. I read your comment about that one, Shabam. I agreed. I think you would be more effective than Luke Shaw, probably. You will definitely be ready every single game. Full time, guys. Liverpool have lost by 3-2 to Monaco, guys. It's full time. Liverpool 2, Monaco 3, guys. Unbelievable. Funny. Liverpool players are arguing amongst themselves. Funny, guys. Absolutely legendary. I love it. Let them fall out. That's what I love. Spider-Man Octopussy has failed today. It was sweating like a dog today, obviously. Absolutely funny. They lost that. Big up Rob. Thomas, do you think Italian football will ever come back to glory? There's at least a better league. Yes, it will. I go to Italy a lot. I know a lot about Italy. I know a lot about up and coming. They're going to be back. AC Milan will be back. Watch this space. They've got some young players coming through. Trust me. Remember, I said it. Blazing, I'm good too, mate. Thanks for hoping for at least 3 more signings. I hope so, my friend. And Chelsea window closed. I hope so. Bare minimum, absolutely. Absolutely cinema. Ari Lola will be cooking. Absolute legendary. Funny as hell. Absolutely, guys. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. And the fact that they lost this game. I mean, they were so comfortable. They led them into full sense of security. And to be fair, I'll be honest with you guys. Monaco deserved that. Monaco were the better side today. I'm sorry, but Monaco were the better side in this game by far, guys. Absolutely. Guys, it's been a great watch along. Thank you, everyone who subscribed to the channel. Smash the like on the video as well, guys. And don't forget to join me for the latest and the greatest tomorrow. Breaking dawn early in the morning. I will go live if anything breaks, of course, guys. Absolutely. But today, Liverpool have been annihilated by 3-2 against Monaco. There's no excuses. Anfield is emptying quickly. Hopefully, this is a sign of things to come next season, of course, guys. I really do hope so. Liverpool 2, Monaco 3. There you go. Get that Grand Prix away from... They're going to get the Grand Prix away from Anfield and back to Monaco with a 3-2 win, guys. Hopefully, it's a sign of things to come. I do hope so, guys. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. Put your notifications on in case I go live. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. Have a great night. Wherever you're in the world, I'm Sal. This is the Watch Along. This is the Rival Watch. And the first Rival Watch has ended perfectly. It has ended 3-2 to Monaco. Have a good one, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.